What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And I hope your weekend has gone amazing. It's been about 80 degrees and sunny here in Northeast Ohio. Pretty much throughout the whole weekend. It's still beautiful out there right now. It's just been a great weekend. I hope your weekend has been going well too. Let me know how it was for you, how the weather is where you are. I know some of the southern states are really hot and some of the northern states are really cold. It's just kind of one of those in-between times already. But we have had a beautiful weekend. We had Julian out this weekend playing with some neighborhood friends and pretty much just running outside the whole weekend. It's been a good time. But let's get into some stimulus news. And don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. My wife and I do all the research for you every single day so we can bring you all the stimulus check news, unemployment news, and related news in a quick, concise video. Help us reach our goal of 250,000 subscribers. We just passed 235,000 and we're getting close to that next big milestone. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Okay, first up, Nancy Pelosi still believes that a new virus relief deal, aka stimulus package, is still possible as the Democrats prepare their new stimulus package. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Sunday that another virus stimulus plan is possible as House Democrats try to forge ahead on a smaller aid package costing about $2.4 trillion, roughly $1 trillion less than their initial proposal. Nancy Pelosi, facing growing pressure from moderate Democrats, has tried to convince Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows to increase the White House administration's offer from $1.3 trillion, which they did raise it to $1.5 trillion. And then even after that, President Donald Trump said to the Republicans to raise it even further. Nancy Pelosi says, when I have a conversation with the administration, it is in good faith. I trust Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin to represent something that can reach a solution, and I believe we can come to an agreement. However, at some point, the public is going to have to see why $2.2 trillion or now $2.4 trillion is necessary. She says the president's denial of the virus and just resistance to do anything to crush it has made matters worse. So we may need more money than that. And we will reveal what is in that in a short period of time. She says, I think we have a chance to get something done, and we want to. What we will be putting forth is an offer to say, now let us negotiate within a time frame and a dollar amount to get the job done, to put money in people's pockets and to honor our heroes and to crush this virus. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of what Nancy Pelosi said? It sounds like she's optimistic, and it sounds like she thinks that she still needs to negotiate with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and the White House. So it looks like she thinks they still need to bridge the gap a little bit. That's why I think that around $2 trillion is pretty much going to be where they end up landing. I know the president has been very anxious to get a deal done. He said numerous times to the Republicans to raise the amount that they want to spend. He says they want to send out stimulus checks. He says he wants to put out a new unemployment extension. The president has been very, very vocal over the last several weeks as we get closer to the election that he wants to pass more stimulus. So I definitely think he is going to do everything in his power to make that happen. Of course, we want the negotiations and Congress to just pass the stimulus package, but if they don't, the president has said that he will do a presidential executive order to pass the stimulus checks if he has to and if they force him to. So we're going to have to see, do you think Congress is going to come to an agreement to pass the stimulus checks and the unemployment extension, or do you think the president is just going to have to step in and do it himself? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. The IRS wants to remind you, and maybe anybody that you know, that there's still about 9 million people that haven't claimed their first stimulus check, and they need to do it by October 15th. Last week, the IRS issued a news release urging nearly 9 million people to sign up to receive the $1,200 stimulus check. This letter, which was recently mailed out, represents the latest attempt by the IRS to reach people who are still eligible to receive their $1,200 stimulus check, but either don't realize that they can claim the stimulus check or don't understand how to go about requesting it. A lot of these 9 million people that still need to get their stimulus check is for people who don't file a federal income tax return. And it doesn't matter if you're unemployed, it doesn't matter if you didn't earn any income at all. It doesn't matter if you're homeless. It doesn't matter if you haven't filed taxes for years. What matters is that you may be eligible to receive the stimulus check, and it is important that you use the IRS's non-filer tool by October 15th to claim your stimulus check. So what you do is you go to the IRS's website at irs.gov/EIP for Economic Impact Payments, EIP. You're going to come to this website and you're going to scroll down here to the non-filers tool right here. This is for anybody who didn't file a tax return. Click on this button here and fill out your information. Even if you made no income at all last year, you still qualify for a stimulus check. And this tool right here can provide your direct deposit information, which may help for the second stimulus check to get your payment faster if you provide them your direct deposit information. So both of these tools can be very helpful for millions of Americans. Half of the United States states have run out of their funds from the president's executive order for the $300 unemployment boost money. As you can see here on this graph, the vast majority of states are paid. There are a few states that haven't received any money at all yet, as you can see by states that say payment pending here. And a lot of states have now received the full 6 weeks of what they were supposed to receive, and that is the maximum amount that they will receive is 6 weeks. I'll scroll down here so you can see the rest of the states here, but it does look like we will not receive more than 6 weeks unless we can get another stimulus package passed for more unemployment extension money. In the Problem Solvers Caucus bill, they had an unemployment extension at $450 per week for 8 different weeks, and then another small extension of 5 more weeks after that based on your income. So there was a 13-week extension of the unemployment money in that Problem Solvers Caucus bill at $450 per week. That bill was a great bill because it basically was solved or drafted by 25 Democrats and 25 Republicans from the 50-member group, the Problem Solvers Caucus, okay? 25 Republicans, 25 Democrats from the U.S. House of Representatives. So it already had a bipartisan support, and they basically tried to find a middle ground of what both sides need to do to come to an agreement. So there was $450 per week of unemployment extension in there, which is right down the middle. The Democrats want $600 per week, and the Republicans want $300 per week, which is what President passed through his presidential executive order, and they used that money from the Disaster Relief Fund, which is now run out of money. So that was a good compromise right down the middle. It also included not one, but 2 stimulus checks. One stimulus check now of at least $1,200, it said, and checks for all dependents. And then if this pandemic continues 6 months from now in March of 2021, you would receive another stimulus check, which would then be a third stimulus check in March of 2021. And that bill basically had automatic provisions in there that if the pandemic continued and hit certain thresholds by March of 2021, you would receive a third stimulus check, a second one now and a third one then. And it also had another unemployment extension in 2021 if this pandemic continues. It does look like that is pretty much going to happen at least for a while. The US is actually seeing an increase in case up to close to 50,000 new cases, and we're seeing spikes in Europe. So it doesn't look like it's going to go away here by November 3rd, which a lot of you guys have said that when November 3rd comes and the election's over, that the virus is just going to magically go away. If that does happen, I'm gonna do something funny. I mean, I'm gonna have to do something for you guys. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments what you should think I should do if the virus magically goes away on November 3rd. I know there's gonna be some funny comments in there for sure. So make sure you've hit the subscribe button. Help us reach our goal of 250,000 subscribers. It's absolutely just amazing to be able to say that. I think we're over like 27 million views now at this point, which is just amazing to think that millions of people are watching our show. Remember, my wife edits all of our videos, and she also helps me with all the research. My wife does about half of the work in this show. She's been on the show several times, but I definitely got to give her a lot of the credit. So, and don't forget to hit the like button for us. It really helps out our channel. We have new videos coming out at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you guys updated as soon as we get new information. And you can click on these videos to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.